Welcome to the Oddcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ricky.
And we're just two odd dudes who decided to start a podcast.
And today we are talking about our favorite foods, money, what we're going to spend our money on, and also the fact that Alex just got married.
Yeah, what's up? Woo! I did that.
Well, you got married like, what is it now, week and a half?
Week and a half.
Week and a half ago. Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations to me as well.
Pretend to insert
clapping. We're not going to do it because it'll really be annoying on the mic, but yeah.
Yeah.
Golf clap.
So, welcome back. Last week, Paul took your place. Did you listen?
He did a great job. I did listen, and I did the thing that you guys asked me to do where I gave Tony a high five, and then I didn't text you guys that I said that I love you. I sent you a Marco Polo.
Yeah, which is close enough.
Which is I think, more personal.
Fair enough. We did get to see your face.
It's just not what you asked for.
Right. But you listened. So, you did give her a high five on the Marco Polo. We did see that. That was nice.
Yeah, you're welcome.
A nice touch. Well, today we're going to get into our favorite foods. Have we talked about that on here?
I don't think so.
We'll talk about our favorite foods, whether we're willing to give those up for $1,000. Some of the funny responses I was responding to on our Instagram,
right?
Because you were busy on a honeymoon, and some of the things that people were saying towards that comment. And then also, if we had that $1,000 just given to us right now, what we go spend it on?
Yeah.
And so. You ready to talk about this?
Of course. I'm excited to see those answers.
Yeah. Are you back in the game face mode? You ready to podcast?
I'm ready to podcast. Actually, we started like right when we were about to do the intro. I forgot it for a second.
Yeah.
Which obviously you saw because you were sitting right there.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh shoot, do I remember how to do this? And I was like, oh, I think it's okay. And now it's feeling a lot more natural that I can hear my own voice in my head. It's great. Your
own voice in your head and your own voice in your ears.
And in my head, my ears, and your voice in my ears.
Yeah.
And in my heart.
That's so sweet. Yeah. Let's get to the Oddcast. All right, so first and foremost, we have to lay the foundation. How was your honeymoon?
It was great.
Where'd you go?
Actually, especially in talking about like foods and stuff, we ate so many because we ate out probably twice a day, right? Like we got an Airbnb and we had like a little stovetop and whatnot, so we made eggs in the morning and whatnot. But we went
American eggs.
Puerto Rican eggs.
Oh.
Actually, I don't know. They might have been imported. I'm not sure.
Right.
But it was definitely Puerto Rican spinach for sure that we put with it.
The eggs.
Maybe not. It might not have been. But yes, it was. In Puerto Rico, they had tons of different food. So we didn't just eat Puerto Rican food there. We did that a couple times. I had fried plantains. I don't know. Have you ever had?
Yes.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of good things about fried plantains before I went there. First thing of fried plantains I had, not great. Yeah, it tasted like a weird garlic bread. Like they had like the same seasoning as a garlic bread with like Parmesan. It was very strange, but it was like a fried. Plantain is just a big banana. Yeah. That's not as sweet.
The consistency is strange.
It was strange. The second time I had it, I will say it was a little bit better. It was more like a long, thin, a little bit spongier French fry. It was more of just a dipping thing, but it wasn't like, wow, this is amazing. So I don't know where I heard that fried plantains are what's up, but they're fine.
A lot of people love them.
Really?
I feel like fried plantains are like people. It's the equivalent of when you make mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
But you have the person that makes mashed potatoes and they don't really mash the potatoes and there's like lumps in them. You ever see Friends and they talk about the lumpy mashed potatoes and that's how Ross likes the mashed potatoes.
Actually,
because that's how his mom makes.
I totally get it because that's how I like them.
Yeah, that's like the consistency. I feel like it's like not mashed, but it's not mashed.
Right.
And you're like, what are we going for here?
Right. Yeah. So because I've had plantain chips before, and I thought those were good. Like they were like salted plantain chips, but it was like there was a slightly crispy outside, and then it was like a firm mush. It was weird. I don't know how to describe it, but it was a very bland food. So if you're somebody who really likes bland food, I think you would love them.
Yeah. So on that note, what is your favorite food?
Favorite food. So this question was actually super easy for me.
LaCroix.
Yeah, my favorite frozen LaCroix. I feel like you can't call it your favorite food if you can't chew it. But if frozen, I was like, yeah, you can
just
it. chew frozen LaCroix. Yeah, it's great. It's really good.
Do you just like the whole can? Do you just freeze that and cut the can open and you just eat it?
Exactly. Yeah, it's good because you get a little bit extra aluminum in your system, which is I think probably good for you.
That would hurt my teeth.
They say
so
iron
bad.
is good for you, so probably aluminum too.
Yeah, it's fine. Aluminium.
Yeah, what is with that? Because that was the original spelling of that word, as far as I understand. And then we in America were like, you know what is stupid? The I in the middle of aluminium. So we're just going to get rid of it.
In America, the way in which we speak English, we just kind of make it up as we go.
That's fair.
We're like, nah, I don't want to say that letter.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Like, I'm super lazy with text. I'm like an intentional lazy with text because I'll use diction, but I'll put like the apostrophes in it and whatnot sometimes. Or like if I'm saying like going to, I'll always use gonna, like Gonna.
Yeah.
But I always spell out the diction, like how it's phonetically said in like a certain slang. I always spell it out with like the apostrophes or whatever it needs.
Yeah. Like what you up to?
Yeah, I do what you all the time.
What you up to?
Yeah.
All right, go back to your favorite food because I'm interested.
Oh, right. Okay, so I think this question would be a lot harder if it was like your favorite food as a vague question, but as a non-vague question, as a very specific like what is your favorite meal? You're gonna be upset with me about this.
Is it string cheese?
It's not string cheese.
You just bite into.
It's actually chopped up string cheese. Which, by the way, hold on, sidetrack. Okay, so I moved into Tony's apartment, right? So her old roommate moved out, and now
You're married now. It's your apartment.
Yeah, our apartment. So
you moved into your apartment.
It was Tony's apartment. Now it's our apartment. But actually, it was Tony and Libby's apartment. Libby had string cheese as well. What?
Loney. Libby and Tony.
Oh, Libby and Tony. Yeah. But Libby had her own string cheese in there, like that, and it was not a stringable kind. It was Colby Jack, just like not stringed.
Oh yeah,
like
you can't.
Yeah.
But those
like
are
the
cheese
Sargento.
sticks.
Are they cheese sticks?
Yeah, they're not string cheese.
They don't say string cheese. Okay. I was like, wow, maybe this is what I need. That way, I don't feel like a sinner every time I eat string cheese.
It's about the branding.
Yeah,
the Sargento ones are okay.
Yeah, actually, I was really surprised. They were really good. Yeah. But my favorite food, this is why you're gonna be mad at me.
Yeah.
Is Rubio's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, grilled gourmet steak tacos. They have avocado, like they have cheese crisped onto the tortilla. They have bacon, steak, onion, cilantro with like an amazing chipotle sauce on them. But the problem with that is, honestly, I would say that Mexican food is probably my favorite genre of food, but I don't think you can classify Rubio's as Mexican because it's like California beach Mexican, which is like they took a taco and they made it completely their own. They just took the corn tortilla and they're like, oh, let's put our own stuff in it.
Have you been to Mexico?
Yeah.
Like how many times? Like a lot?
Just a few times? 3.
Did you like eat
like a real street
Mexican food? Like real street tacos there?
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
The real I think distinguishing factor is the tortillas in Mexico. They're so much better than anything we have here. Good. Like we would buy tortillas down there and bring them back up because of how good they were.
Yeah. So I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
Because I like Chipotle. And it's an American Mexican fusion.
Right.
However you want to call that. Because when they started being like, we have tofu and cauliflower rice.
Yeah.
Like, you knock that off. My grandma would slap you.
Yeah.
With a tortilla that she handmade. Or the rolling pin.
She's just there rolling out, just like
it's amazing
making a tortilla,
watching my grandma make tortillas, man. She's just like she has the pre-done ball of dough that's like all over there, and then she just like throws flour on the thing and throws the dough on there and just rolls it out and like flips it and rolls it out and it's just gone, and it's just like a whole, like she's like a robot. It's so much fun to watch.
I really would like to see that and taste the tortillas.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so Rubio's. The tacos.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to give those up for a year? But let's broaden it, just because that's so specific.
Yeah.
Let's just say tacos.
Okay.
Be generic. Could you give up tacos for a whole year? Or would you? Not could you. I know you could. Would you for $1,000?
Yeah, I would.
You'd do it?
Yeah, I would. Especially like, so on the first reason I was like, this is super easy is because like I haven't eaten Rubio's Grilled Gourmet Steak Tacos because I love them. They're fantastic, but I also love a whole lot of other food. Yeah. So like I don't need to go buy them. You could tell that
you order them a lot just by the way you said that.
Yeah.
You didn't just say like, oh, Rubio's. You're like, Rubio's Grilled Steak Gourmet Tacos.
Actually, let me tell you a little bit about that. Like I don't know when it happened, but I started like loving this dish at Rubio's to the point where my grandma one Christmas gave me $100 to Rubio's, and then for my birthday gave me another $100 to Rubio's.
Wow, so you're an addict.
Yeah, like they were my birthday and Christmas are about like 20 days apart, and so for probably like 2 months, I ate there 3 times a week.
Oh my goodness!
You know, to the point where they knew my order every time, and also to the point where, you know, late February, when their price went up 11 cents, I noticed. I was like, "Here's my $11.22," and they're like, "Oh, it's $11.33 now," and I was like, "Are you what? What do you mean? Like, it's always been $11.22." And they're like, "Yeah, we had to change the price," and I was like, "This is."
They didn't
ridiculous.
have like an Alex discount.
They should have. I actually did get discounts way more often though because they knew me. And there's like this sweet old lady who worked there, so she was like, "Oh, it's Alex. What's up?" It was great. It was like free tacos is one of the best things that can happen in life. But yeah, I do very much know exactly what it is. That's actually with the rice and beans added to it, and on the side, and a drink.
All right. Yeah. So you'd give it up? Oh
yeah, definitely.
This is not even a hard decision.
Not a hard decision.
Like, because we're not just talking about Rubio's now.
Right, we're just talking about
all
tacos. Tacos is one of those easy ones for me because it's like, all right, if I can have tacos for a year, I'm just gonna have burritos, or like like a burrito bowl with like chips on the side or something like that. Mm-hmm. It's so easily replaceable because it is the same thing. You know, like a burrito and a taco are very similar things that like they can replace your craving.
It's just a different delivery system.
It really is. It's a different delivery system. Like you could get a crunch wrap. No, that's not actually Mexican, so you can't really
take it back.
Yeah. Although I would love like somebody with like an authentic Mexican flavor to make a crunch wrap.
A good crunch wrap?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I mean, I'm sure it's been done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where to go after the Rubio's thing. I'm kind of thrown off by how well you know Rubio.
Yeah, I love it. It's kind of ridiculous.
But hey, you know, you like what you like.
I think I've only gone there with Tony twice since we started dating too. It's like my favorite place.
You go by yourself, don't you?
I don't go by myself. I do go Rubio's? Sometimes with like my dad and I'll go, but because he loves Rubio's as well. He's kind of the guy who like got me going there.
Paul, has he ever gone to Rubio's with you? No. Wow.
We can definitely go to Rubio's.
I don't mind Rubio's.
Yeah.
I won't order fish tacos from there though.
Yeah,
that kind of freaks me out, man. Fast food fish.
My thing is, you don't order fish tacos unless you're somewhere that's close to an ocean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I struggle ordering any seafood unless I'm close to the ocean.
Yeah, except for sushi. I'll do that anytime.
I won't. Yeah. I don't like sushi. But I'll like, unless it's a place that I know, like, okay, this is some decent, you know, I can trust that this is actual seafood.
Yeah, right. I said I wouldn't eat it anywhere except for sushi, but that's not true. I just ordered a salmon burger the other day when I was somewhere.
Ew.
It was good, man. Actually, it wasn't a salmon. It was like something else, but
I think that's just a sandwich at that point.
Yeah, it was a salmon sandwich.
Salmon sandwich?
But it had like one of those burger buns, you know. Yeah. But it was a fancy burger bun, so it was like a brioche, which is really just still a sandwich.
Yeah,
it was just circular bun. Is really
yeah. All right. Did you look at the numbers?
No, I didn't.
How many people do you think said yes? Or percentage? Do you think it was the majority or minority?
I'm gonna say the minority.
Okay.
Just because if you have something that is your favorite food and it's like a craving that overtakes you often, that's something you can't live without. Mm-hmm. Or you could live without it, truthfully. But some people
die
like
without it.
Yeah, they're like I can make that money back. I need to have this thing, especially if it's like something that's like a small craving, like chocolate. Like if chocolate's somebody's favorite food and they have a chocolate like every day.
Yeah.
It's basically a cigarette at that point. I mean, it's not as harmful, but as far as addiction goes, the sugar there that you like have every day, mentally that is just a habit that is formed and you need it almost every day unless you decide to like, you know, quit. And nobody's going to do that for $1,000.
Yeah, that's true. That'd be hard to quit. Mm-hmm. Well, you're wrong.
Oh, people are so much better than I give them credit for.
It is actually 55% of people said they would give up their favorite food in exchange for $1,000.
I'm proud of you guys.
But I'm really shocked it was that close. I think I honestly thought it would be the other way. I was like $1,000, like that's $1,000, man.
Right.
Like I'm not rich.
Yeah.
$1,000 is $1,000, and multiple people. This is why I was laughing. Multiple people messaged us and were like, "It's not enough money." And I'm like, "That's the point of the question. It's difficult." And multiple people said for $10,000.
What?
And that was their number, $10,000. So I'm like, what is it about your favorite food that makes you think it's worth $10,000 for a year? You're not going to spend anywhere near $10,000 on your favorite food this year.
Yeah. Oh, not even close. Yeah.
Right? So I'm not even going to spend $1,000 on my favorite food this year.
Right.
Okay, so my favorite food is steak. Man, that'd be real hard to give up for a year. But again, I could eat other beef, just couldn't eat steak.
Right. Right.
But man, that'd be hard. We went to Vegas 2 weeks ago. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, you had your 44-ounce steak.
Yeah, 44-ounce tomahawk steak. The best steak I have ever had. It was very expensive. It was a $150 steak.
Actually, just hearing you talk about it like multiple times, I have a picture in my head of what it looks like.
Yeah, it was on my Instagram.
It's huge. Really?
Yeah.
How have I not seen it?
I don't know. I have a video of it. I'll show you after.
Oh, okay.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay. So much so that I was like, my wife doesn't like steak necessarily.
Right.
She eats it. She's okay with it. It's not her favorite thing.
Right.
The other day, my wife came home. She was like, we need to go back to Vegas. And I was like, why? We spent so much money there. She's like, I want that steak again.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, my wife is a puts ketchup on a steak person.
Right. Right.
That means she's not a steak person.
Yeah.
That means she's a weirdo, right? That's blasphemous to do steak.
Right.
But she didn't put any ketchup on the steak. One, because I told her she was not allowed to.
Yeah.
I would just tell her to leave.
Yeah.
And it was for our anniversary, and I would have just been like, you need to go home.
Yeah, you can't disrespect steak like that. Especially if steak.
They literally bring it out. It was hanging on a hook, right? By the bone. They drill the hole in the bone. It's hanging from the tomahawk bone. They take a blowtorch to the knife to heat up the knife, right? And then they're like, make sure it's sharp.
Yeah, do that.
Then they set it down. Then they pick up a piece of what looks like butter, but it's goat fat. And they start melting that on the outside of the steak, right? It's just melting, dripping on it.
Yeah.
And underneath the steak is these potatoes.
Yeah.
That the goat fat is now dripping on there.
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. $150 for a steak, okay?
Wow.
It was not cheap. It was our splurge for our 4-year anniversary.
I mean, plus you're in Vegas. So I mean,
right. Nothing is cheap there.
Yeah.
Anyways, even with that, I still think I would be hard pressed to reach $1,000 in steak this year.
Right.
For myself. Right? That was a 44-ounce steak for 2 of us. We ate all of it. I was so proud of us.
Yeah.
Like, power couple right there.
Yeah.
There's other power couples that make money. There's us that spend money and eat steak. Proud husband. Right?
Well, and I think what's so difficult, did you finish the potatoes after?
We did not finish all the potatoes because we had gotten an appetizer.
Okay.
We had gotten salad, and we got truffle mac and cheese.
Oh,
and
see,
Erica's a mac and cheese person.
Yeah.
She was down on that stuff.
Mac and cheese and potatoes are those kinds of things that they just pack right into your stomach.
We ate almost all the potatoes.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. I was real.
You guys are a power couple right there.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways, the fact that people, and you know who you are. I know you watched this. They were like $10,000. What? Your favorite food is not that good, sir. Especially if you come and tell me like your favorite food is Cane's or something like that. Or In-N-Out. I'm like, you shut your mouth. You know how much In-N-Out that would buy you? $1,000? I would give it up for a year if it meant then. Even if they were like, you'll get $1,000, but $1,000 you have to spend at the store. That's like a year's supply of your favorite food, probably.
Right. Yeah.
Because you're not going to eat your favorite food every day.
Right.
Unless it's like chocolate, like you said.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That was kind of the thing. I was like, what would you have to do to eat $1,000 worth of your favorite food? Would you get sick of it? You'd have to space it out over a year.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It seems like an easy decision.
Yeah.
But only 55% of people thought so.
I know.
These other people, they're gluttons.
Yeah.
They're just, you're addicted to your favorite food.
What we should have asked is, what is your favorite food? Right.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Because then we could have known, like, if it was something like chocolate, I get that kind of,
Yeah,
but
we
if
would
it's
have
something like
analyzed
me, like my two answers, one was the Grill Gourmet steak tacos. The other one was this pasta salad that my dad and I used to make as a kid. I'll eat like 6 bowls of it, no sweat. Like,
yeah.
But
well, you'd probably be sweating after 6 bowls of pasta.
No, I won't sweat. I'll sweat after 7, but not after 6.
6 is you're still good.
Yeah, 7 is the number of completion, and that is when
that's
I start
when you're
sweating.
done.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm done.
The sweat has happened.
Yeah, but I haven't eaten it in probably like a year and a half, just because I just haven't made it. But either way, I'm still not gonna give up $1,000 for it. Like you said, it's $1,000.
I know, and people that are like $10,000. Like, the point of the question is to be a difficult question.
Yeah.
And I felt like $1,000 was already pretty easy.
Yeah.
At $10,000, there is very few things that I wouldn't be willing to give up in this house.
Yeah.
My wife and my dog are probably, and my books. Those are the 3.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'd give you guys up for a year for $10,000.
What? Just you would not.
I'd be sad.
You would make so much less money on this podcast.
Speaking of that, please buy a hat and a t-shirt.
Yeah. Please. Guys, please.
Stay out $18 on 2iDo's.com.
Yeah.
Is that our website?
Yeah, it's somewhere. It's
in
a link.
It's in a link.
It's in a link. Somewhere. Maybe not here. It's down somewhere.
Paul will hyperlink it right here.
No, I won't.
He won't do it.
Okay, no, he won't. But yeah, that only 55% of people would have given that up, which is crazy. So I think it would have been good to know people's favorite food.
Yeah.
But the other side of it is I also wanted to know, like, how often do you eat your favorite food?
Yeah.
Right? Because if you're like eating it every day, that makes more sense. But so many people, their favorite food is like a family recipe that you have once a year anyways.
Right.
And I'm like, you're just giving up one meal for $1,000. I'd give up one meal.
Right. You're just sick during Christmas time, essentially. You can't eat the food.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing for $1,000. I'd do that for $500.
And then just tell whoever makes it, like, hey, I'll give you $100. And on the day after the 1 year, you got to make me 3 of these.
That's a good point.
Then you get to eat as much as you want. Get sicko on it.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
But whatever. People got to have their weird opinions, I guess.
Okay, I want to sidetrack for a second.
Sidetrack.
Is there a food that you've thrown up before that you just you got sick after eating it and then now you just can't eat it?
Panda Express.
Oh, yeah. I knew that. Yeah.
Yep. Put me in the hospital.
For me, one of them was the Einstein's egg and cheese and bacon bagel.
Yeah. The problem was you didn't just get a normal bagel.
Yeah.
You trusted that they knew what they're doing with eggs. They're Einstein bagels, man, not Einstein eggs.
Yeah. Well, the problem is I ate 2 of them in high school, and they were like kind of cold because my mom bought them, because she was a teacher in high school, so I went into her room, but she had bought them maybe 30 minutes ago.
Were they in the fridge, or they were just like out?
I think they were in the microwave, but
just
not
sitting there.
You're just sitting there. Yeah.
That's a no go, man.
I threw those up. Didn't eat them for like 6 years. I've had them again recently though.
I haven't had Panda Express since it happened.
That's fair.
You guys have to understand though. Maybe I'll talk about this later at a different time. No, I'll talk about it. Whatever. We ate Panda Express. Okay. So I know it was that. Because I hadn't really had anything else that whole day. Whatever. It was Panda Express. I know it was. I was so sick. Right? I've had food poisoning before. I've had salmonella now multiple times. 3 times. This time, I ate the Panda Express. Felt fine. I don't remember when I ate it. 4 o'clock, whatever. Went to bed. Woke up in the middle of the night feeling not great.
Yeah.
I threw up every single hour. Not like right on the dot, but I was like once an hour.
Yeah.
For 10 hours.
Oh.
Right? Like, it was bad.
Yeah.
It was real bad. And my wife, we were newly married. We were in our third floor apartment. My wife, being nice, the nice wife that she is, was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm fine. Like, I'll be okay. Just leave me alone."
Yeah.
Like, she had to go to work the next day. I was like, "You go get sleep. It'll be fine." That was on throw up number 1.
Yeah.
Well, she was out. I'm sure she still heard me, but I was like, it kept going.
Yeah.
For 10 times.
Yeah.
I think it was 10 times in like 8 hours or something like that.
At that point, you can't have actually been throwing up anything. It was just
it was any
dry
water.
heaving or water.
No, it was still, there was still stuff coming up, but it was all the water and Gatorade that I was trying to get back down to keep myself hydrated.
Okay.
It got so bad that I was literally like I was so dehydrated by the end. My back was spasming.
Oof.
And I was on the ground and I could not physically stand up to get into my bed. And at that point we had a bed that was like a foot off the ground. It was like one of those like IKEA beds There's like, it's got a drawer and then your bed is on top of the drawer.
Right.
That's how low our bed was.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get up to that. And Erica had left to go to work and I was like kind of moving from the bathroom to the bed.
Right.
And I had just like fallen and my back was like spasming.
Yeah.
It like just tightened up. But she had just walked out the door. So she was gone. So I was like by myself and I couldn't get to my phone. And I was like, I'm going to die here. And luckily she forgot something, came back in, and she found me like on the ground. And it looked like I was having a seizure because my back was spasming so bad. So I was just like tensed. And so then they ended up having to take me to the emergency room. Then that was a whole fiasco because I was in the emergency room for like 6 hours before they did anything. I was just throwing up everywhere. And it just kind of left me out in the lobby.
Yeah.
Then they finally gave me some fluids and an IV and perked right back up, and then I was there for a couple more hours. But Panda Express, man, did me dirty. Never gone back. I won't.
Yeah, I've never had that bad of a reaction to food. That's pretty rough.
The first time I had salmonella was in 5th grade. I don't know if that was salmonella. They just said it was food poisoning. First time I had salmonella, and they ended up testing it because I was so sick. I lost 7 pounds in 5 days because I threw up and pooped so much.
Yeah.
I was just throwing up and pooping everywhere.
Yeah.
I was literally for like 2 days in a row just living in the bathroom.
Like Paul if he eats an ear of corn.
Yeah. Or if he looks at corn.
Right.
Yeah. But this was like water, anything I put in, just within an hour, I threw it back up.
Oh.
Or I pooped it out.
That sounds awful.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was real bad. Anyways.
Oh, we went on a side tangent there.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
You wanted to go there. Is there anything else you want to say about that?
No, I don't think so.
You just were asking about because we were talking about food?
Yeah, because I was thinking about the pasta salad. This is how I know pasta salad that my dad made is like one of my favorite foods. Is because I threw up pasta salad in the shower.
Oh yeah, I think you told the story. You told the story on the podcast.
On the podcast, yeah. Okay, so where I put it all down the drain and whatnot,
and you pushed it
because I inhale that food, right? So it was like there was still very much intact spiral noodles that I pushed down the drain. But then I ate it like a year later. It only took me a year to recoup from that one.
The fact that they were still spiral noodles. Bro, you need to chew more.
I do normally. It's just with this pasta salad, it's so good that and let me tell you.
You just have like a boba straw.
I do. I just
Your dad just throwing spoonfuls in a cup and you're just like, this is the best pasta salad.
That sounds amazing. That sounds like my dream day. That's like if I was on death row, that'd be my last meal. It'd just be a 2-gallon bucket of this pasta salad
and boba straw.
And 2 boba straws, 2 at a time. Yeah.
Oh my god. What were you gonna say about the pushing it down the drain?
No, I wasn't about the pushing it down the drain. It was about the fact that was proof to me that I really like this food because it only took me a year after throwing it up to
eat it again.
To eat it again. And I was like, I still want this.
Yeah. All right, let's move past the poop and throw up. So, we also asked with that $1,000, if you were given $1,000 and you have to spend it today, what would you spend it on? And I said you can't pay bills with it because there's all the financially responsible people are like, I'm going to pay off my student loans. Whatever. We wanted you to have fun.
Yeah, that's so lame.
Have fun with your $1,000. Okay. A couple people said vacation.
Nice.
Or a lot of people said vacation. You said a bookcase door.
Yeah, I stand by that.
That's not $1,000, man.
I would spend $1,000 on it. I'd have to get a lot of books.
Oh, so you'd be buying the books as well with the door.
I'd probably have to buy at least 2 rows of books.
Okay.
For the door.
Are you paying for someone to install it?
I'm going to pay for somebody. I'd want it to be really good, and
okay.
I might even pay for them to put a little bit of paneling on the hallway behind it. Just so
but
that
you're
it
in
looks
an apartment. Where's it going into?
It's going to go there. We have, there's a little tiny hallway, probably 4 feet deep, not really a hallway. It's more like just an inlet. But anyway, I would probably put it there. That leads to the guest bathroom and what is now my office. So they'd be like,
so you're turning your 2-bedroom apartment back into a 1-bedroom.
1-bedroom apartment to guests, except for everybody who's listened to this podcast, which is, a handful of people plus 30 or something like that.
Okay.
And well, I don't know where it's going with that.
I don't know where you're going with that either.
But if people need to go to the bathroom, they'd have to find the right book. And so then I can make like a riddle, or I can make it, something funny, like jokes to read while on the toilet or something like that. It'd be great.
So you just want to be able to have a pun before people
No,
go poop.
no. I want the secretness of a bookcase door. But the problem is with secrets in me, I would have to tell everybody. I'd be like, check out my bookcase door. It's secret.
Here's the other problem. If your secret becomes non-secret because you're making it a necessity of your guests to have to go and learn your secret to go poop in your house.
That's fine. That's what I'm saying is I don't.
So
that's
you don't
good.
want a secret. You just want a gotcha moment. In your house.
I want novelty.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Okay,
it's $1,000 I'm spending because I'm not eating my favorite food. Okay, I'm allowed to have a bookcase door.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
That this is not because you're not eating favorite food. It was just asked if you're giving $1,000.
Oh, I thought it was like a follow up of like, okay.
It could be. Yeah. Sure. That's weird, man. Also because you're in an apartment, so like you what is your lease? Like 11 months left? So by the time the door's installed and you finally have guests over,
I would get somebody to move it to our next house. You
can't move a bookcase.
I would move a bookcase.
There's a hole. There's a hole in the wall now.
No, it'd be backed up against the little into the hall. There's already a hall that goes into those two doors. I mean, it's a small hall, but it's a hall.
You'd still have to replace, whatever you.
I know.
Damaged.
I would. And it probably cost me more than $1,000 to the apartment complex. But it'd be so cool for this next few months.
All right.
Tony would be so mad, though.
Yeah, man. That's an interesting buy with $1,000. But, you do you. Someone said invest in crypto. Dogecoin.
Would you do Dogecoin? I feel like Dogecoin's on the down. Not
anymore.
Yeah.
I would have. Not anymore. No. Now it's about Ripple. It's a different one.
Do you think we have enough pull to make Ripple just right after this podcast?
No, Ripple's currently being sued.
Oh.
We'll get it now in a different podcast.
Ripple is also like a milk alternative company.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah.
Books, guns, homeschool curriculum.
Ah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Books.
These are all much more useful answers than what I said.
Yeah. This one is not. Pink Gucci slides, an oil change, and new shoes. Aren't the pink Gucci slides new shoes? Yeah. That was all one answer.
Huh.
So multiple shoes.
Yes.
How much are pink Gucci slides? I feel like those would be $1,000.
They might be. I don't know.
This person said stocks. Make moves today that'll pay off tomorrow. That's not necessarily how stocks work, though.
Yeah, that's true.
It could be.
It could be if you're really lucky, or you do.
Jordan 11s.
Who said? Was that you?
No,
Did
that
you
was
say
not
that?
me.
You said shoes, didn't you?
I didn't say anything. I didn't answer.
What?
We'll get to that.
All
We got crypto. This is my favorite one. Part of the mortgage. Never mind. Didn't read the rules. My wife made a pun.
Yeah.
Because I said you can't pay bills, and she said if we can't pay bills, then I won't get the $1,000.
Because her last name's Bills. Yeah, that's genius.
Then she said, JK, I'd buy llamas.
Yeah, what?
I don't think she knows how much llamas cost.
I don't think you could buy a llama for $1,000.
I think you could buy a llama for $1,000. You couldn't buy llamas.
You think so? No, you can't even. A horse costs like
$4,000. A llama's not a horse, bro. Those are completely different things.
No, but here's the thing. This goes back to it.
Paul, Google how much a llama costs.
Yes, please do. Llamas are.
I'm guessing $900.
Novelty.
I think we get a $900 llama.
I think it's at least $1,500.
I don't think it'd be the best llama, but I think we could get a llama for $900.
I swear, if you get the price of a llama right, you're an animal genius. There's no Discovery Channel show that says this is how much llamas cost. So if you get this right, I'm gonna be so mad and really impressed. I'll change it. I'll change this whole podcast to an animal thing.
There's a Craigslist post. Llama for sale. $900 on the top.
Nowhere close.
What was it? Is it
5,000 to 20 grand?
Wait,
5,000.
Is that for a full-grown llama though, or a baby llama? What kind of llama?
Baby llama's gotta cost more.
Oh, I guess if we're looking at that, then you can get a baby llama for like $300.
What?
Baby llama, bro. We could raise
3 baby llamas.
Think of this. A baby llama with Dozer. How cute would that be?
That would be pretty
3
cute.
baby llamas and Dozer.
Yeah.
And he is the king of them.
He would become the papa of them. But then they would get so big that he'd be like small, but he'd still be the papa.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
That would be great. No, I have a better idea. I don't want a bookcase door anymore. I want to just buy as many of those T-Rex costumes as possible.
So you can have an army of
all me and my friends.
Those
How much
things
do
are
those
like
cost?
$100.
I would buy 10 of them.
I have one.
You have, yeah. We have 11. Who would put all of our young adults group in these things?
But we gotta go snowboarding with them.
We could run down the street. Oh yeah, that's funnier. Yeah, let's do snowboarding, especially when we all start falling.
The best part is because it's air inside. The head of them would be like.
Yeah. I've seen the videos of that. It's so good.
I tried to do it in cold one time. It's too cold. It just fogs everything up.
The llama thing though, and I thought it was really funny. If a buyer is looking for an untrained and untamed llama, he should be paying around $900.
No way.
What?
There's no way.
Is that really what it
It
says?
says $400 to $900.
$400,
Oh my
$900.
gosh.
I'm an animal genius. Erica, I hope you're really proud of me.
You're gonna get an
did my
untrained
llama.
one though.
That's fine. I would want to train my own llama. That's the next Pixar movie, How to Train Your Llama.
How to Train a Llama.
But it's a live action. And It's me training.
Pixar's doing a live action now.
Yeah, with
They've
me.
Really branched out.
Someone said buying Christmas presents.
Oh.
It's such a giving heart.
It really is.
Lame. Plane ticket, invest, dogs.
Wait. Plane ticket. Where are you going?
I don't know. A lot of people said vacation. Oh, this one says Florida.
Oh. What?
I don't know. Moped. I don't think you get a good moped for $1,000.
It depends where you go.
Be a cheap moped.
In Asia, you get easily.
We're not in Asia. To get a moped from Asia is going to cost you more than $1,000.
But you could buy the Asian moped. You just leave it there.
I guess that's true. For
Just
when,
in case
when
you
you
ever
go
join.
visit in a couple of years. Books, video games, clothes, and groceries. All right. Another person said pay off bills.
Can't do that. Rules. Can't read the rules.
Disney tickets, though you get like 1.5 for $1,000. Another person said doggo.
Oh.
Well, this person said doggo, but dogs.
Dogs. Yeah. Dogs. Yeah.
Vacation and vacation.
You do 2 vacations.
No, there's 2 different people. One said vacation and the other said a plane ticket.
I was going to say maybe it's like they're going camping.
Yeah.
Cheap vacation.
I did not say my answer, but when you probably thought I said shoes because when I posted it, I posted a picture of it with an Air Jordan.
Yeah, that's what you did. Yeah.
So when we were in Vegas, I went to a store called Urban Necessity.
Yeah.
And Urban Necessity is a shoe store. And they have a bunch of harder to find shoes. I love shoes. I've always loved shoes. It's a basketball player culture thing. Anyways, the store has a lot of Nike Dunks, like high top, low top Dunks. A lot of Jordan Air 1s, which are really popular again right now. Largely because of the Last Dance documentary, which is phenomenal, by the way. Would highly recommend, even if you don't like basketball, to watch it because it was a huge shift in hip hop culture, shoe culture, all those type of things. It's very, very fascinating how one person in Michael Jordan and then with the help of Nike's backing really changed an entire culture there.
Right.
Anyways, that's been really popular. I've never heard of Urban Necessity, but I really wanted a pair of 1s since I watched that because I have a pair of 1s. They're called Air 1 KOs. They're supposed to be a cheaper knockoff version.
Right.
My pair is from 2012. I've been doing research on them. I could sell that pair for $150 some worn right now.
Right.
Really, really strange. Just shoe culture is crazy.
Yeah.
I've watched a ton of documentaries on sneakerheads. That's what they call shoe people. I would consider myself a sneakerhead that is poor, so I don't have any sneakers. I have a lot of sneakers. I just don't have any that I would sell. Anyways, I think I would spend my $1,000. I would go buy like a really cool pair of shoes.
Yeah.
So there's the classic Chicago high top Jordan Air 1. I wouldn't have enough money. They go for like $1,200.
What?
Honestly.
Oh wait, 1,200 or 12,000?
1,200.
Okay,
So the classic Chicago.
Yeah.
There are some. There's like Jordan Air 1 Dior. You've heard of the brand Dior?
No. I'm not a sneakerhead.
This is not sneakers. Dior is just a different brand.
What do they do?
I don't remember. I think they have like perfumes and all sorts of fancy. They're a luxury.
It's not
style
delivery.
brand.
It's
No.
Dior.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Dior is just a luxury brand.
Okay.
They had a collab with Nike, Jordan.
Yeah.
They had one of those at Urban Necessity, size 10, fit. Urban Necessity is cool. All their shoes are shrink wrapped to protect them because they're all highly sought after shoes.
Yeah.
And on top of each one, it has a QR code. So you just pull up your phone. You pull out your phone, do the QR code, click on it. It'll tell you all the sizes that they have and the price of each one, because it's different based off the price because of rarity and, being able to find them and stuff. The size 10 Dior at their store, $10,000.
What?
Yeah, that was the most expensive shoe I scanned.
You could buy like a lace, one of those laces.
Yeah, one of the eyelets.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'd buy a pair of shoes, or actually I'd probably buy a couple pair of Air Ones.
Yeah. So you could have like a mess around pair.
Yeah.
And then a pristine pair.
Yeah, I would probably buy one pair, because there's a couple pairs I'm looking at right now. They're in the $200 to $300 range.
Yeah.
I did buy a pair while I was there. They were $230.
They're pretty sweet though.
I spent a lot of money at Vegas. I'll just be clear, it was splurged. But here's the problem. I'm a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
Man, it was really hard to wear those shoes.
Yeah.
Because they're just so nice looking right now.
Yeah.
They're so clean. And it took me about a week and a half before I finally wore them this week. Yep. It was great. I was super aware of everyone that was near me. It was like, don't kick my shoe. I'll shoot you.
Yeah.
I'll find somebody's gun and shoot you. So, yeah, I'm weird. Yeah,
I would really appreciate if you just did not wear those around me.
Yeah, I won't. I won't wear them around you, and I don't wear them around my wife.
For accidentally stepping on somebody's foot, almost specifically when they have nice shoes on.
My Odd Pod ones, you were the first one to step on.
Yeah.
My wife was really happy because normally she's the first one to step on my shoes.
Hey, you're welcome, Erica.
But anyways, I would buy some Jordans. I would probably buy a $400, $500 pair, and I would keep that in a box, and that would be just an investment for later in the future. And I'd resell this later, and I'd buy one or two pairs about that $250 range that I would have for wearing, and I'd just get a couple of different colors. I got a white, red, and black pair right now. I want to get a white and orange pair. Got one in the cart right now. I'm just saying, so that I can wear it with this jersey. Suns in 4, baby. Let's go. We're gonna dub this year.
The red ones, just orange instead of red?
Well, the red and black, the ones I have, the white, red, and black.
Yeah. Okay.
They are very similar. They don't have really a secondary color though. They have black on them, but it's very minimal.
Yeah.
So they're pretty much mostly white and orange.
Okay.
But they're like this.
They're like
this
though.
kind of orange.
Yeah.
So they're really so I could wear something with my jersey.
Yeah.
Which my wife said was dumb, so she told me I couldn't buy them. It's probably a fair argument on her point, but as a sneakerhead, I was like, but what I gotta wear them.
I will say, like when I saw them, because that's a very classic pair of shoes, and as somebody who doesn't care anything about sneakers, I was still like, these are really cool shoes.
Yes. Well, and so here's the problem. Why I wouldn't want the $1,000 to spend?
Yeah.
That I'm already facing. I've always, I have a pair once. Mm-hmm. I've always wanted another pair. I really, really want the classic high top Chicago's, but I'm not going to spend $1,000 on them because I don't have $1,000 or $1,200. So I bought these other ones. They're the same style of color. They're mids instead of highs. They have one panel is different on them, so it makes them a lot cheaper. If you're not a sneakerhead, that doesn't mean anything to you. You don't care.
Right.
They're different, but they're still the same color scheme.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because I think they look great. The problem was I came home and I'm like, gosh, what do I wear with these?
Yeah.
When you're wearing Jordans are like when you're wearing ones and you're a basketball player and you're a sneakerhead, you don't just wear your ones just with nothing. First of all, I'm a short guy.
Yeah.
I've got short legs. They're kind of stubby. I can't wear ones with shorts. They look weird.
Yeah.
Right. So I got to wear jeans. So I wear black jeans because I'm like, they're white, black, and red. But I'm like, it's 117 degrees outside. Like, I'm really committing to doing this. So now I'm like, I need an orange pair so I could wear it with something else.
Yeah.
And then they had a purple pair that I found that I put that in the cart because they were the same price, but they're easier to find. And I was like, oh, I get a purple pair. I go with the purple. And then my wife told me I need to stop. But the whole reason I brought that up is because I started this journey since Vegas, where I'm like getting into the shoe game.
Oh no, man!
It's dangerous.
It's too expensive.
Here's the problem: you've already been a witness of this.
Yeah.
Where there's this app by Nike called the Sneaker app.
Okay.
And on the Sneaker app, you can buy Nikes, but you buy more exclusive Nikes. But also, on the sneaker app, you can sign up and you can try and cop the new Nikes that are just being released. Because they're still releasing colorways of Jordan 1s and all these shoes. Yeah. But it's like a raffle draft type thing. So you have to be up at 7 a.m. in the morning. You have to be like, try and get. And it's a draw. Yeah. And you're like, they're drawing names basically. And all these people are always like, they never win because there's not that many of them out there.
Right.
Well, I bought the app as soon as I got my Air 1s, and I was like, oh, I'm getting into this. So I've been looking at shoes all the time. I sent you all those weird, like, fake choco-looking things. Yeah. There's super ugly ones on there. But then they were like, there was a pair. They're called the Blazers. I already have a pair of Blazers. They're cheaper. But then they had an orange basketball style it's from 77. It's like a throwback colorway. I'm like, these are dope. I'm going to get a pair of these. They're only like $90. And whatever. Some of you are like $90 for shoes. I'm a basketball player. That's nothing. Like most of our shoes are $150. Get over it. So, anyways, I was like, I'm going to buy these. But then they were like, you can't buy these on the sneaker app. You have to buy them on the Nike app. So I was like, okay. So I got the Nike app. And then you have to be a member on Nike app. So I was like, okay. So I signed up to be a member on Nike app. It doesn't cost you any money. So I was okay with that. But now I have a Nike app, and I got the sneaker app, and there's another store called Goat that sells shoes. So then I was like, oh, I got to get the Goat app. So now it's turning into a problem.
Oh no, you're starting to get You get on your phone, like you go to stand at the urinal while you're peeing, and you're like, I'm looking at
sneakers. Shoes. Yeah, my wife this whole week, all I've been looking at is shoes, and I keep showing her shoes, and I can tell it's getting to that point where she's like,
Cool. Shoes.
Yeah. And it's not the fact that she doesn't care about the shoes, because that happened long ago. Now it's you're still looking at that.
Yeah.
Right. It's like the face I give her when she's been on TikTok for too long, where I'm like, cool, you sent me 12 now.
Yep.
Right now she's like, I really don't care.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, look at this colorway. Now she's like, you need to get off of that. You're becoming a monster.
Right.
And I know I could admit that. But it's just a fun thing for me. I really like shoes, so I'd spend my $1,000 on shoes, and it would probably cause more problems in my life.
Dude, just imagine you in your T-Rex costume and your Air 1.
It'd be great.
It would look so cool.
It'd be hilarious. So, anyways, here's what I have to say. Please buy a hat and a T-shirt so that I can get some more money. Support this podcast.
Enable his new addiction.
And so that it's not a new addiction. It's just a refound addiction.
Right.
So that I could go buy more.
You've relapsed?
Yeah, I've relapsed into shoes. When I was in high school, I spent so much money on shoes. I was Vans back then because I was trying to keep it low budget. I had a pair of Vans for a different color for every day of the week.
Wow.
And I had a hat that matched, and I had a shirt that matched. You can go. Paul saw me. He was there. You go text Zach. Go ask these people. Every day, hat, shirt, shoes matched.
Wow. That's actually more impressive because you're colorblind.
I know.
Because I didn't do that.
Yeah. I look good, man. I won most swag for a reason.
You won most swag in high school?
I did.
How did this not come out?
That was my senior accolade.
This is the coolest accomplishment you've ever shared with me.
It was most swag.
Yeah. I don't even think I got a senior a superlative thing.
I was super shocked. I was like, whatever. I didn't even know it was a thing. I was gone the day they voted, and they came back and they're like, hey, you won most swag, and I was like, all right, cool.
That's
what does
awesome,
that mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, we got to take photos, and I was like, oh, I hate that, but all right, let's do this. So you never know what's going to happen in life.
Right.
But think of okay, so in my most swag thing, I'm pretty sure I'm wearing jeans.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing a red, black, and white sweatshirt with black sunglasses on because they're like, here, put these sunglasses on. If I had my Jordans,
you would look amazing.
Oh, that swag level through the roof.
You know what you need? You need like a red, white, and black. What's the sports
blazer
jacket? Yeah, it's a sports blazer.
Oh, no, you were talking about the windbreaker.
Varsity jacket.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
But we couldn't wear. Here's the even funnier part. That's what because I didn't know. They told me the day of that I was taking my photo. I was wearing red, black, and white. That was our rivals' colors. So that's in our unit, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I mean, red, black, and white's a lot cooler colorway than purple.
Yep,
which is what we were.
I get that. Yeah.
Anyways, what's your words of wisdom, man?
If you get $1,000,
give it to me to buy shoes.
Give it to Ricky to buy shoes.
It's the wisest thing you've ever said.
Give me at least 300 of it so me and two friends can run around in stupid T-Rex costume. You can be one of them.
You could be.
It's like this multi-level marketing idea that I have.
Oh.
Where
no, it's not multi-level marketing. It's It's a really great business opportunity.
It's a really great business opportunity. You buy me a T-Rex costume, and then you get 2 people to buy you T-Rex costumes, and they get 2 people. Sooner or later, the whole world has T-Rex costumes, and you know what? Now they're not extinct anymore.
Think about this. This last year, you had to wear a mask. That covers your face. Don't have to wear a mask.
It covers everything. It's basically a hazmat suit.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it comes with a personal fan inside.
If you already have a T-Rex costume, please message us. Because Alex's birthday is in January. So we need to start planning now of how we're going to form our T-Rex army to surprise him for his birthday. Not on his birthday. But we'll have a whole thing planned out for this. If you're watching, you're listening, let me know. Don't message the Oddcast because he'll see it and he's a peeker. He peeks at everything.
That's true.
We get a notification, he looks right away. You send it to me.
If they do it during my
Personally.
work day, I probably won't.
He's a peeker. Don't trust him. See,
All right.
He's already trying to message me that you have a T-Rex costume. We're gonna make this a thing. It's gonna be great.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? Anything else you want to end with now that you're a old odd married man?
Get married. It's great. I mean, unless don't just do it haphazardly. I mean,
Just go to the courthouse.
Find someone who's just willing to marry you. And if you're married,
We should have ended with the
that's
wisdom.
cool.
The other wisdom. We're gonna move on. Before you get yourself
not a
in
good.
trouble.
It's
No.
not good. All right.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening to the Oddcasts and listening to us ramble. We are so thankful for the support you give us, even just the support on Instagram. We say it a lot, but if you could support by buying a T-shirt or a sticker or a hat, like that goes a long way than just helping us continue to be able to make the studio nice and other things like that, and then hopefully get more merch out. We hope to by the end of summer or starting into the winter time,
We're gonna sell some custom
more stuff.
Oddcast Air Ones.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That would be
We couldn't ruin
this
Air
color. That would be
on an
so
Air One.
cool.
They have some. I'll show you afterwards.
Okay.
But anyways, we are so thankful for y'all. And as always, thanks for listening. Stay out.